Hey everybody, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. We're going to be working on Gottlieb Hit the Deck, putting this back together. I got most of it back together. I did a bunch today and over the week, but I have to get this back together so I can get the basement cleaned. So I figured, well, I'm going to be working on it anyways. I might as well stream it. Maybe somebody will want to chip in, not chip in, chat or something. And this stupid thing. Every time I do this with the YouTube on my laptop, it just doesn't start. I have to physically, get everything started. There we go. Skip. Okay, let's see if it's right now. There we go. Okay, we are up. And I have no chat on there for some reason. I didn't start recording. Nothing. Alright. Everything's set. Why don't I have any chat? Profile. Yeah. Alright, I have no chat on my OBS, but I do have it. What do you call it? So again, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today we're going to be working on Hit the Deck, and we're going to be slowly putting this playfield back together. Let's get you just over here so I can see what I'm doing. I should move my computer out so I can see. This is weird, there's no chat there. No chat screen. File. View. Yes. Chat. There we go. Hello, Melissa. Now I finally got the chat up. Alright. Back to this. I rebuilt almost everything except for just saucers, one pop bumper, one flipper, and one slingshot. So we'll be doing that. Let's get to this one slingshot. And I'm sure as soon as I start this, somebody's going to send me a text message. That's why I purposely didn't put my phone on mute. So whenever I go live, I always get one person. I believe I know who that is. They'll send me a text. Alright. As always, metal to metal. You want to lubricate. These really didn't need a rebuild. So much stuff on this machine did not need to be rebuilt, but I just did it. Some things like these slingshots I did not fully take apart because they were just such great condition. I didn't feel it needed to be taken apart. I'm going to try to get you guys a better view of what I'm doing. It'll be hard. There. I don't know how bad you're going to get blocked, but you're going to probably get blocked a lot. But yeah, I got like a week, 2 weeks actually, to get this rebuilt, I think. 2 weeks. And then I need to get it tested. And I have to get the basement cleaned. But This should go pretty good. I still got to do the board in a cabinet. Hopefully everything will go quick and decent. Where's my pliers? I gotta take apart. Is this all working good now? Yeah, there's nothing in the way with that. I did fully LED this game, even though it's a rare game, rare-ish. But I did fully LED it. It can be reversed, except for one socket I replaced just to make the LED bulb do its job better. That was the only thing I really did. But you can always put a new socket in it. I have no intentions on selling this game, but you never know. Things happen. There's been a lot of games, well, a few games I've owned where I kind of had no intention of selling them and sold them. So, like Grand Prix, that was a game I was keeping forever, and I sold it. So, oh well. But you never know with this game. It's got a crazy resale value on it right now. So, you never know. I might not like it that much. I've never played it. I've never even seen this game turned on. So, I have no idea of anything about this game. I just know a lot of people want it, and they're paying a stupid high price for it. So, that's about it. Alright. Put that there, that way I know that one's clean. Sleeves I have over here. But yeah, I figured why not? Why not stream it? Maybe somebody will want to watch. Or hop in and just say, hey Mark, what's up? Today, I went to Menards. I just actually got back. So I had to degrease some of the parts on here. So surprisingly, some of these parts were greasy on this machine. Don't know why. But I had degreased them. And I was letting them dry. So I figured go to Menards. I had to get some new deck boards for the deck, because we got some that are kind of rotted. Alright, that goes there. This goes here. And we'll go like that. And I'm hungry. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm starving. But anyway, so what is everybody else doing today besides watching me? I don't know who's watching me. There's at least one person tuned in. But I'm working on this as long as I can. So I can flip it over. My goal is to flip this machine over today and start working on the other side. That's my goal. If I accomplish it, I don't know. That's working perfect. Alright, pop bumper. right here. Try to get that in the middle of the screen. These were greasy. I don't know why these things were really greasy, but you'll see when I take it off. But man, they were greasy. Yeah, this is just all greasy for some reason. The little spring, everything. Coil. This is just all nasty, greasy. Alright, I seen where that dropped. Why don't you want to come out? Holy cow. Maybe I should get my socket. Let's pick up the spring before I lose it. I can use the edge of this. There we go. It's not a good sign. It's usually a sign of overheating, but not necessarily. I had that on Dave's Solar Fire too, where the coil sleeves were just crazy tight to put new ones in. But these are the originals. Get a little more nap though. This one at least was very easy to LED it compared to Travel Time that I just finished. That one was a pain in the butt for LEDs. It was just horrible because he had that big ring in the center, and you just had to bend everything all up and odd and weird to get everything to set right. But it's done, it's gone, and the owner loves the game, which is great. That's my goal. And the thing is, he never played it before either. I've never played it before until I rebuilt one. So that's my second time ever playing Williams Travel Time. This one I'm excited to play too. I've never played a Hit the Deck before. That's a snug fit. That. Okay. Let's get this back together. Flip that around like that. This will go like that. Okay. Put the screws in here. See, this all should go pretty quick because I did like a lot of pre-rebuilding on this. We're almost already done with the top of the playfield. I got Bon Jovi Always running through my head right now. That was just in the car on the way back from Menards. Okay, what the hell's going on? It's Gottlieb. There. Is that right? There. Jeez. I'm gonna bend that over a little bit. There. I'm just getting the what do you call it, out of the way? The light wire. They what they did good about it was, I don't know if you can see it right there. You get that coating that's around the wire, which was pretty good. Which was pretty nice of Gottlieb to do that. Other people done that too, but since this has the metal base, it makes more sense to actually have that on the game. And that's all the original stuff too. Gotta get the nuts for these too. There we go. Let's get the nuts. Right under here. And this pop-upper should already be adjusted perfect. So I did that when I put the switch stack on. There we go. I'll just verify it though. Okay, well that isn't adjusted right. I gotta adjust the spoon. That was like way out of adjustment. I didn't adjust that. Or did I? No. Close the gap on that just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit open. That should be good. Just a little bit more open. There we go. That's good. Alright. Alright, let's get to this next slingshot right here. I even polished the ends on these. So they're real nice and shiny. There you go. Alright. I'm putting in a lot of overtime in this week too. A lot of overtime at work. Alright, there we go. like I said, metal to metal. There, that is nice and smooth like butter. So this is the light socket I changed. It had a stand-up one that stood up about this high, and then the light just kind of like shined over the top. I wanted to really light up the saucer, so I changed out the socket and put a flat one down, so I could get my little Comet flex bulbs in there, so I can really illuminate that hole good. And then they're all non-ghosting bulbs for the inserts, and then everything else will just be regular bulbs. But this is one that's just lit. It's just the GI, so that one didn't need. I told you. Melissa, if you're listening to me, your mom's calling me for some reason. Yeah. I don't know why her mom's calling me. These are... I don't like them. That's tight. These two are loose. They're not like stupid loose. They're like where I want to put a stick in there. These are the opposite of that, where I want to... I'm going to put glue on the threads and then put the screws back in. I don't do this that often, but for this one I am gonna. But I'll show you what I'm gonna do. They're not stripped, they're just not super tight. I found that out on a couple on this game. I have nothing stripped, but I have some that just aren't like real tight. So I'm gonna just take the screw and put glue on the threads, and then screw it back in. And that glue will mix with the threads and dry up kind of hard, I would say. It will make it so it's tight. But yeah, I'm just dipping the threads in the wood glue. But I don't feel they're stripped enough where I need to put toothpicks in it. I don't think I had to do that on this game. I think one screw, I think maybe it was really bad. But these are just like a little loose. So a little wood glue. Now I'll tighten up the threads. There. Sent that to my wife so she can find out why her mom called me. She might not have been able to get a hold of my wife, because my wife doesn't carry her phone around. Alright. Let's get this coil tore apart. Let's get this junk out of my way that I don't need. I don't need this file anymore either. I don't have any stripped bulbs to fix. So I think I'm just going to put this away. There. I can take that tape off that other one. I kind of like these where they got the screws and nuts. Kind of different. That one just come right out easy. I put blue tape on a lot of stuff on this game because I was just going through it so quick. There was certain things I did not want to rebuild because I wanted to do it on stream. So I just blue taped everything that I wanted to take apart and rebuild. But some of it didn't matter anyways because the way I took it apart I knew better anyways. Like the slingshot that's we're gonna do after this. That I knew was a part and I have to put it back together. But the slingshot I had put all the way fully together and I didn't take it apart. But then I realized I needed to take these apart because they were a little bit oily and I needed to degrease them. So I technically didn't need that blue tape I put on them. And these coil sleeves are actually Williams coil sleeves I'm using. Don't tell the purists. All the Gottlieb ones are like a little bit shorter, but it doesn't matter because nothing hits them. So I don't know why they need to be a little bit shorter, but the only time I've ever used Gottlieb sleeves are on flipper rebuild kits because they come with them. So otherwise I've never used a Gottlieb sleeve except for where it warrants a special one, kind of like on the giant relay bank. Those are Gottlieb sleeves. There. It's rebuilt. The spring, I can't remember. I think they're clean. Oh, that's the wrong one. But I'm going to clean it anyways. It's got to get cleaned. That's the spring for the out-hole kicker. But at least it's clean now. There. This coil should have been this way. There. Yeah. Makes more sense. They have it crooked. Alright. I didn't think I'd get a lot of people watching today. It's because it's beautiful outside. State Fair is going on, Wisconsin State Fair. If you're not from this area, that's going on right now. I'd be there if it wasn't so damn expensive. And if I had the time. Alright. Dropping everything. These I'm just tightening loose. And then I'll just snug them down. There. That one's good to go too. Another container empty. Oh, I shouldn't need a buzzer. I shouldn't need any solder. Alright, oh, I do need a buzzer. That's right. So I gotta do these two switches. I did not clean these on purpose. That one looks kind of close. And that one seems kind of far. I'm going to tweak the hell out of that one. I need new glasses. Alright. Those are good. I want to wipe those off a little novice. You don't want to scrub them too much because you'll take the paint off of them. I'm just more focused on the edges, back and sides, and where they need to be cleaned a little bit. A little light rub on there. Now I left the screws in there. Come on. Also, does anybody know why Gottlieb just used flathead screws? Why they didn't use any other screws? Can't remember if I ever knew the reasoning behind that or not. Or just because they don't like people working on their machines. Is that the only reason why? Don't say goodnight, don't say it, don't say it, say anything, don't say goodnight tonight. Don't say goodnight, my love. Okay, let's get to... Oh yeah, I did need a buzzer for the slingshot. And... where is it? That's right here. I even polished this part right here. Did I oil that other one? I don't believe I did. Buzzer. I think I cleaned these. They're not changing at all. Those I had to have cleaned. So they're not changing color at all. Did I take that switch? I had to have. There's no way I can get at these screws with this there. I had to have taken this off. I'm actually going to put a little bit of oil on this after I get it screwed down. little super lube lubricant. This stuff you only need like a very small drop. I don't know if I did that or not. It's not going to hurt if I put another little drop on it. There. I know that's been done. Alright, let's put this switch back. Like that. Yeah, there was no way in hell I could have taken that off, put it back on without moving this switch. And this one I did have to adjust on the other side too. Okay. There are 3 coil sleeves left and 3 coils to re-sleeve. So I'm right where I need to be. We gotta get right back to where we started from. Love is good, love can be strong. You gotta get right back to where we started from. I'm gonna do one flipper. This and an off-hole kicker, and then this playfield is actually underneath is 100% finished, I believe. I believe it's 100% finished, I think. Alright, almost done with that. Tweak these switches a little bit. Ugh. This is bent to hell. I always say don't bend them at the top to adjust them, but these have been adjusted up on top and bent. So I'm just trying to get them straight again. That's my goal. There. That one's good. How's this one? There. They shouldn't have any bend to them. Make sure this is all good. Which I believe so. Hey, what's up, Org Dog? How you doing? Just trying to get this hit the deck finished for my party. Okay, yeah, that's going good. What you up to today? I just got, what do you call it? I gotta finish with this flipper and out-hole kicker assembly. And underneath the playfield, should be done with this game. And then you gotta do the motorboard on a cabinet. But that should go really quick. Gottliebs are pretty quick to me. Well, motorboards in general are usually pretty quick. But everything else is done. I gotta assemble the playfield though. Scan some of simply a playfield I need to repaint and I'm cool. I've played both of the Sinbads, the EM and Solid State. There's a local collector who has 2 mint versions of each one. Actually, everything in his collection is mint. He's got every Gottlieb wedge head that was ever made. All the Williams reverse wedge heads. He's got them too. Alright. He's got a bunch of wood rails. He's got some modern machines. He's got some bunch of DMDs. Tons of oh, you have the cheaper version, the solid state. So the solid state they made more of? Where the hell does this go? Oh, that's the kicker for that. They made more solid states than EMs, I'm guessing. Kind of like what Matahari. Same thing, I'm guessing. Alright, let's get that centered. Go. Let's put this over here. Got my flipper stuff. What's good about the flippers is I didn't need new links. I can still use the original ones. I bought brand new ones and put them up against the original new ones. And they got the exact same movement to them, so I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to replace them. They're good to me. Oh wow, that's crazy. That is so weird how they did that. And the flipper bushings are perfect on this game too. Let's just put these on right away on the top. Why do the dogs always play when I'm streaming? Where's my... Here it goes. So does the Sinbad's got boops and bops, right? It doesn't have a chimes in it. From what I remember, those had boops and bops, not chimes. Not like where Williams went solid state and they still put chime boxes in them, which was weird to me. And Bally, my Matahari has chime boxes in it still. And I worked on a Williams Lucky 7, which was System 3, and that had chime boxes in it too. Okay. So you didn't even get the beep and a bop option. You're still getting the good ding ding dings, but those are good chimes though. Gottlieb has good chimes. I got Gottlieb chimes in my Williams Superstar. And they're running Gottlieb coils too. The only thing I swapped was the wiring harness. So yeah, my Superstar sounds like a Gottlieb. Alright. Beeps and bops. These I'm only have loose. There. Oh, really? I do love the sound of the Gottlieb chimes, though. So is that an easy swap to do that then? To go with the chimes on those old solid states? I've never done it before. I don't think I've ever seen it done. So I have no idea. See, that is just nasty. Just getting new coil stops, though. That's one thing these are getting. Brand new coil stops. Because one was broke, like a newer stern. It's broke exact same way. Oops. Where is that? There it goes. Broke the exact same way like a newer stern. Another coil stop was good, so I decided just to put 2 brand new coil stops in. Figure if the other one was broke, maybe they were bad batches and the other one was going to break too. I don't know. But I'm just like, you know what? Just put 2 new coil stops in. It's a direct replacement. Oh, that is cool. That is cool then. I like pushing the coil in all the way and then tightening these down. I just think it adjusts it better, if that's like possible or whatever. There's my needle nose. I actually want to tighten that up a little bit better first. The other one was really good. This one's just open a little bit more than I want. It went on really easy. There we go. Let's tighten that up a little bit. There. Same with this one. Alright. Bebopalua. Alright, come on. Oh, there we go. Well, that will do it. There. If you don't put the loop in the right spot, you cannot magically press it over with the wrong end open. Same with this. Almost. Get in there. Get in there, spin. So close. The other one is easier to do. There we go. You know, I just popped it out. The other one was easier to do because it was on the outside. And also, I wasn't on camera there. Come on, get in there. There we go. I like that. So when are you coming here, Borg Dog? So like September, October, something like that? Can't remember now. So I know Ryan's got a nice game he's been playing. I think he's been playing it. I would be. Gotta make sure it stays working, you know. September. That isn't that far away yet. Not far at all. August came here so quick. I'm like, wow, it's August already. Alright. This one had a good adjusted EOS switch. This one not so good. I do got new bats for it, but those will just stay in there for now. Alright, let's get this last thing rebuilt where we were right here-ish. Let's get all this junk out of my way that I don't need. Shouldn't need that. Alright. I need my little wrench. Where did I put that? There's coil sleeves over here that can go in the garbage. Alright. This one I went through too. Rebuilt it. Yeah, he's been playing the hell out of 1812. I would like to get over there and play it myself. See how it plays compared to Dave's. And see how it looks too. I'd like to see what a home use only game of that era looks like. See, that one's loose too. That one's tight. I got two tight ones and then one that's a little loose. That one, pull back out, put the screw there, and my tweezers. Now these aren't really like to the point where they're stripped yet, but they're loose. I think I only had one on this game, I think, that I had to put a toothpick in. This one, it's very close to being stripped. So I'm just gonna wood glue the threads and put it back in. And by the time this game's ready to play, it will be all hardened. I've done this before on other games. But not much. Where I've just wood glued them like that. Another reason why too, because this game is such a low production, I don't want to really glue things unless I have to. Alright, I can put a couple little drops of super lube on now. That's what's so nice about this pinball community we have. You can find people that can get you stuff, hold on to it, and then when you got time, you can go and pick it up. That's why I like the pinball community. I've been in Corvette community. Corvette community is actually pretty good versus Mustang community. The reason why Corvette is generally a older crowd versus Mustang. And there's just a lot of testosterone in a Mustang community that just makes it kind of a shit community. I hate to say it, but it's kind of true. The Corvette Club that I was in, that I actually still am active in, I manage their Facebook group, which is Badger State Vets. They're an awesome club. Awesome group of people. Wouldn't mind if I ever got back in a Corvette again. I'd definitely join right back up with them again. They're an awesome group of people. I really love being in that group. So that community is just super awesome. But yeah, the pinball community is pretty decent. Better than a Mustang. I still have a Mustang too. It's just you get bottom line models and stuff like that. If there was more top line Mustangs out there, I don't think the community would have been so bad. But I can't even imagine what the tuner community is with the little Hondas and stuff. That's got to be horrible. There. That's just got to be a horrible group to be in. Hope I put this on there right. Come on. Yeah. But I've met so many good people in the pinball community. So many. That screw's going to be a little loose too. So I can tell when I screw them in, just like that one right there, where they're tight or not. So I got one that's good. These I'm toothpicking. I don't care. This part is just so vital. I'm toothpicking these. I don't want to, but they're getting toothpicked. I know. I should have bought a box of screws just for this game. I totally should have. But it just, well, you know these games, some of these games, since this game is on want list for a lot of people, I kind of thought I should keep it more original. Or to the point where it can be reverse modded. I went to the point where I wanted to put in my EM scorekeeper in it, but I just decided totally against it. Just because, for the reason, if I ever did try to, if I ever did sell it, I think it might affect the value. You found a deal on 1,000 hex head some time ago, lifetime supply. I bought a box of them for when I did Playfield swaps. Could probably use those, I guess. I just figured this game would be worth more if I left it alone. So, With the LEDs, you can swap them out. You know, somebody wanted to buy this game but wanted incandescents back in here. Take me about a half hour. I could swap them all out. But removing the EM scorekeeper, that's a lot of wiring involved with flipper switches, coin door, all that. Power wires. Yeah, I got to the point where I'm like, I wanted to put one on here, but then I'm like, no. Do you know why Gottlieb used flathead screws? Is it just to piss off techs? That's the only reason why I can think they used them. Just to piss off anybody that ever had to work on their games. Only reason why. Just to piss people off. That's why they use flathead. It's the only reason why I can think Gottlieb did that. Those are tight now. I did not want to do that. But this is such a active coil, I felt it was important to do that. Totally against it, but it needed to be done. Okay. We got that there. This can go back. No idea, probably cheaper. That's the only thing. I can't even justify that being that much cheaper. You know what I mean? Is it really that much cheaper to go flathead instead of Phillips? I don't know. I don't know how those times were back then. I was alive, but I had no price recollection of anything in my head. Except I know I could have went to an arcade and put a quarter in this and played it for a quarter. That's the only thing I know that I could have done back in that time. Or I could have played this 2 for a quarter, and solid states were 25 cents. But I remember when solid states first came out, when EMs were everywhere. I don't remember any specific EMs I played except for Captain Fantastic. So I believe this is all done. I just want to look over it real quick. This, I could clean that, I guess. I believe everything's done. I got all the bulbs changed underneath here. Everything's been adjusted already, cleaned, gone through. I think that's it. Yeah, I did that fuse already because that was the wrong fuse in there. It had just a regular 3 amp fuse in it, not a 3 amp slow blow. So I'm going to flip it over. So nice. So yeah, I'm gonna have Dave fix some issues here. Here's the biggest issue that blew my mind. I've never seen this before. When I push this queen insert out, it actually took a big chunk of all this off, and it was like brittle and like fell apart. it was like when they were drilled the holes, they were what do you call it? Like it splintered or broke the wood, and it was like they bondoed it and then painted over it. That'd be the only thing I can think, because there's no way this, from what I've seen of this, nobody what do you call it, painted it before. It's never been touched up. So this whole big chunk here just, it like disintegrated and crumbled. So I'm thinking it was like a factory bondo. I've never heard of it before. A factory filler. But we got that. We got this mark right here. I have right here. There's a little mark right there from that saucer. And then up here, I don't know why there's a mark right there. Oddest spot ever was right there. And right here. A little bit right there and right there. And I think that was it. I did not, oh, and right under this pop bumper ring. Right there. That's the only other spot. So, which is because it had the rings on, and I took them damn things off. I had a guy that insisted me putting them back on his game. I'm like, I'm not putting those on. I'm leaving them off. And he's like, no. He's the guy who wanted all 44 bulbs on. He wouldn't even let me use 47s. They said I was going to put 47s in. And that is hitting there. Alright, I have to figure that out. This was an odd switch I had that was, they had it covered in, what do you call it? Shrink tubing. Half the switch was here. Right here. This was all cut off, and it had part of it. So I think I'm going to cut the bottom part off. Here, what they had, this was cut off right about here, and then had a piece of shrink tubing on. And the way the switch is here, this will not go down. So I'm going to cut the bottom off of it. If I can. And I can't, because this is that heavy duty ass steel. So I'm going to have to flip it back over. It had to have been like cut or something from the factory. It's made work. All right, let's get that off. Yeah, baby bolt cutters, where we were right here. I got some nice, I think they're lineman pliers. That I got. Do I really need to take those out? I don't think I do. We're going to find out for sure. think I do. So, yeah, I'm just going to go snip that off with my cutters. Ugh. Alright, that was quick. Those things cut every damn thing. So, where were we at? The switch, it just, where my finger is, it had another piece that was about that long. So I just cut that off. So the switch can actually work, I believe now. We'll find out quick. I'll put these two screws back in, and I'll just stick my hand underneath and see if it moves. So that was only the odd thing that was on this game. It just had like a long piece of a shrink tubing over that wire to like make it work. But then I looked in the parts manual, and it didn't have any odd switches for that. I gotta take a little bit more off of that. I just used all regular leaf switches. I mean, these, whatever you call it. Nothing special. I almost want to bend it up just a little bit. See if that works. Hey, it feels like it worked. Oh yeah. I just need to make sure it doesn't affect the ball. I don't know why I was going to take these out. I just got to adjust it a little bit to the left or right. That I can do on top. Looking at one of the pin side, and it has a switch wire cut off as well. So yeah, I wonder if that's, they did it on a factory. There. It's cut off, or is it cut off like this one was? Where are we? Yeah, it's doing what it needs to do now. Let me get a ball. I wonder if I got that on my phone. Yeah, I wonder. 'Cause that goes... It'll go down and roll over and hit it. But I wonder if that'll be an instant kickback. I might have to just tweak that switch. So I think I would have took a video of it, or I would have took a picture of it. I have to find where I tore it down. No, remember when I tore this playfield apart. No, I didn't take any pictures. I don't know if this needs just to get activated and I will shoot it back, or it will get that one activation. I guess I should flip it over and look. If not, I can always bend this end up just a little bit. I should have just cut the metal off there. I don't know. Let me look at that too. Alright, let's flip this back over. Get it over here. I'm going to make that switch as tight as possible. All right, where are we? Right here. I need to get my magnetized glasses for this so I can see what's going on. Hmm. Still not. I can tweak. I should have just cut. That wouldn't have helped either, I guess. Just this weird switch. I wonder if it just has to, if it just rolls over and hits it, and it's gonna fling it. I guess I'm gonna wait until I get this game done. I'll put it back at regular adjustment. Maybe it's just one of those ones where, you know, it just hits it and it does the job. You'll hit it, and just the speed of it coming down will kick it back up. I don't know if it needs to be a closed one or not. Not, we got some other fine tuning to do. So I don't want it to roll down and then land on it. And then when you flip it back up, it gives more points. I'm thinking it should be closed. What does it score there? Joker when lit. It's like a lock thing almost or something. It's just a little lane with the kicker on it. The ball comes from here, you know, from there, and it rolls down, and it will just stop, and then this will fire and just kick it back. So I'm debating, should this switch be closed? You know, as soon as it rolls over, should it be closed, and then does it fire? Because as of right now, it's open right now. I roll it down, it closes, and then when it gets to the kicker, it opens back up for a brief second, and then once it fires, it will send it back up and then close it again. But if it's just like a typical Gottlieb, it should do it during a score motor rotation and not affect any points. You know, when the score motor is going, if you hit odd things, it shouldn't do, you know, collect points. Like if you hit 3 drop targets down in a row, you only get points for 1. So I'm wondering if that's what it's going to do, which is, I'm hoping that once it hits it, it does the score wheel thing and pops it back out right away. It's either that, I'm going to have to do some really fine tuning on this wire to get it to work the way I want it to. I did buy 2 of these, so if I did hack it up by just cutting it now, I got another one that I can mess with. So I can always bend it up a little bit too. Thing is, you know, you never see these games work, and then when you do, you don't know exactly how they work. So I'm hoping it catches between the score motor action. But I always can tweak that up a little bit too. The ball's definitely not going to catch on it once it's down. I should be using something else to bend it. There. That would do it. Is that keeping it closed? Oh, that's what the dog was looking for. He left his ball underneath my pinball machine. Over here. It's closed now. Okay. Yeah, it's closed now. It's staying closed. Hey, thanks, Barton. Barton 1931. So yeah, bending that up, it did the job. I wonder if I got that on video, since I didn't take any pictures. Amada just took a video of it. So I didn't take this apart too long ago. I have to have it documented somewhere. And I don't, because I just went back far enough on my videos where I was at MGC. Okay, we got, let's go backwards. So I know it was important and odd enough where I took pictures. I had to have. That's travel time. And nope, nothing. No, I didn't see a link. No, I didn't see any link, Borg Dog. I see no link. But it's staying closed now. I have to tweak that over a little bit though. Yeah, it could be. You can always message it to me too. So yeah, that comes through here, and it's got its own little pocket. So let me flip this back over, and I want to verify it's not hanging up. Just wants to do that a little bit. All right, let's verify. That is closed now with the ball. Yeah, that's what I looked up in my I have parts manuals, and it seems to be there's only just that one weird thing. Yeah, it's closed now. It's staying closed. It's open, and then when the ball comes down, it's staying closed. Almost. Almost. I can tighten that up just a little bit. If I tighten it up just a smidge, it will stay closed. It's like sucks. You get it right at that edge. Haha, yes. It's closed and it's open. Let's give a little pressure on that. Ah, yes. Perfect. As long as there's enough pressure down on it, it shouldn't accidentally vibrate and cause it to do anything. Okay, so I did get it. Yeah, if you want to send me pics, I can check it out. But look at, yeah, that'd be interesting. Send me pics of that. How it's got that weird kicker. I'm guessing this should be closed. You know, you do it, you hit the switch, the score motor runs, and then once it goes through, it fires. I believe the switch should stay closed, though. It would make sense. So you don't acquire two different things. Who knows? I didn't design this machine. But I know it stays closed till the ball rests on a kicker. And when it kicks it, it will throw it back up and then open it again. I'm just hoping the weight of itself, once it's right side up, It shouldn't be. I put enough pressure on it. But just, you know, the bouncing in a machine and stuff. But shit, if it comes down to it, I'm going to put the other wire on and I'm going to cut this metal off. That. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. It needs to be there. That's the rust for it. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. However, I'm done with that part of the game. And I also didn't rebuild that, what do you call it? That weird stepper relay thing. I didn't rebuild that either. Because that thing was working so smooth, I didn't want to deal with it. But that's doing its thing. I can't cut that extra hunk of metal off. I'm just going to hope that that does what it's supposed to do. Alright. Let's get this off. I'm just going to buzz all these clean real quick. Actually, get the chunkies out of them. Is that it? That socket kind of sucks where it's at. marksbasementarcade@gmail.com. That was probably it. I bet you that's where it was. You just emailed me whatever. I was just blowing the, what do you call it, out of it. I had all the dried sponge and stuff stuck in all the light sockets from when I, okay, good, thank you. Let me make sure. that I got it. Kicker wire. Okay, yeah, I got something. That's kind of what was on there, except it had what do you call it? It was cut shorter, and it had a piece of shrink tubing. So I wonder if as soon as that switch hits, it automatically kicks as hard as it can. You know what I mean? That's what I wonder. If as soon as it hits that, I'm wondering if as soon as it touches, it fires instantly. I'm wondering. But yeah, this wire was cut different than yours. So I wonder if it had broke once before and somebody just replaced it for whatever they had, and they put a longer piece of shrink tubing on it. But either way, is this switch is fully activated all the way to the bottom. So as soon as the ball gets in here and hits the switch, it's now fully activated onto the stop. So yeah, that whole way, the switch is activated now. So the minute it hits it, it stays. That didn't work well. But anyways, I guess we could put some bulbs in it. And again, we're going to Comet route. These are the retro SMD bullets. They're the same size as 44s. Just a wee bit taller than 44s. To focus. It still wants to focus through my hands. Come on, focus. Alright, we are gonna do this. We're gonna put you on manual focus. For our manual. There we go. You're just a little bit taller. Just a wee bit taller. But they lighten up the exact same way. I don't know if I can show how it's lit. Yeah, I can't get these to fire off, but I can get these. So it's got similar glow as the 44. So we will. Yeah, I can't wait to get this thing up and going. But I had one socket today that I had to replace. That was just so rotted. This game, I believe, came from Florida. From what the guy I bought it off of from said. I think it came from Florida. So it had weird corrosion on parts of the game. And then one of the sockets was just so rusted, I couldn't get the bulb out. And then, so I just took the socket out and got rid of it. I can't get this one to turn. Did I get it to turn now? Yeah, there we go. I had to push on it from the back. But anyways, yeah, it came from Florida. And it had just like weird corrosion on the game all over. On weird stuff like that, like the switches. And that one light bulb. I had to bend the sides of it to get the bulb out. And then when I got the bulb out, I could see I couldn't push. You know how you push the bulb down and turn? Well, it wouldn't push. And that's why the bulb wouldn't come out. So it still had its original bulb from Gottlieb in it. It was a 44. Why is that one being weird? It's like being crunchy sounding. Is that a bad socket? I wonder if we got our bad socket there. Let me get over here so I can push on it. No, it just needed a little persuasion. Where's my light thing that I use? There we go. I wonder if I can light this up. Let's see if I can get it to light. Okay, let's find the GI. These are GIs here. Clamp it on that. And I can clamp it on that. That should light it up. Hey! There we go. There we go. Look at that. Why is my 9 not lit? Okay. I just touch it and it lights right up. That one's not lit, that one's not lit, that one's not lit. So those I bet you are controlled. These are not lit. So yeah, I got these are not lit. I'm guessing those are, oh yeah, these are 500 or 5001 lit. And this one, why isn't that one light? Why is it when I wiggle it? I like touch something and then it makes the lights blink. What the hell is over here? That I'm touching. Oh, I'm bumping a relay. That's what I'm doing. There. So, get this one and this one, and then when I hit the relay, it's just this one. And these, I'm hoping are switch, not switch lights, because all these I put in non-ghosting bulbs. I mean, ghost regular plain old bulbs, so I might have to take them out and what do you call it? Switch them. so they don't flicker. But at least it's lit up and it's alive looking. That looks damn good, actually. I'll take a picture of that. I thought these were GIs. If not, that's going to be fun changing, I think, one of these right here. One of these was a pain in the butt. And these ones turn on when the game's on. So I don't know what flips them on. It's not that relay. It's got to be another relay that turns them on. But we got power. And these do, will they turn off? Oh yeah, they do. Where's the button? There we go, yeah. I reset them. I have to reset them from the back. Yeah, this one's, I gotta look at that one. It is 9. I have to look at that, but at least it's on. That's cool. Let's look at that 9 real quick. See why that one flickers. My doggy comes down here and he leaves me gifts like this because he wants me to always play with him. And if he knows I'm like working down here, he does that stuff. This one, okay. This is the one. The bulb is pretty loose in it. Oh, okay. Bad socket. It won't even move. So we'll put a new socket on that. We can do that. They're right there. We'll put a new socket on that puppy. Let me find one. This is the one I took out earlier. Yeah. is this. Soldering iron here. Get it plugged in. Hit the solder. And screwdriver. Okay, that worked great. New socket. Gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta drink Budweiser. There we go. I forgot I sang that song. That was just like a lyric that we would throw into it. Oh, it's not hot. Alright, that fixes that. That can go in the garbage. So this. Where did I have those hooked on before? Where's that chain of wires that I had? There we go, right here. There. Now it's on. We're not getting our flicker. So let's do this. And unplug that. And I'm going to plug this onto here and see what happens. Shit. Those are all controlled. Yep. It's not even working. Is that a good bulb? Good bulb. Desiree, you got that. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta drink Budweiser. Alright, these. That socket clearly must be bad. Oh yeah. I just made it turn on a little bit. How did I get it to do that? Alright, well, I guess we're going to replace that socket too. And all those bulbs. Do I have clear non-ghosting? That I don't know. I may have them in my Comet bulb kit. Clear lens, warm white. These natural whites. What does that look like? Ooh. That's like a cool almost. Alright, I'm gonna have to order some. I can do that real quick. Non-ghosting, 1 MSD, SMD, 25 pack, base type bayonet, warm white, clear, 2. What's my card at? 196. Alright. So I do got to get clear for these. But I do got to put a socket on that. Since these are switched. The reason why I got to put clear is because these shine different than those will. Let me show you. These and these. These are clear, I'm warm white, non-ghosting. And then these are also warm white, non-ghosting. But they don't have a, they're not going to be too much of a difference. I think I'll just do that. just need to come out. I need one more. I don't think they're going to make that much of a difference, but my ADD may kick in on them. I'll have to find out once I get them lit. That's enough with those. Let's change it to one pack. Cart. All right. Okay. I need one more bulb. Actually, I'm gonna need two. And then we're going to replace that socket because it's being a dick. I don't know why. Perhaps the socket will die. Look! It splattered on me. Now I know why I took it apart the other way. Now I know totally why I took it apart the other way. Because of that issue. I don't know why this isn't working. Off. What the hell's wrong with the socket? It should theoretically work. Yeah, it's still not working. Even if I put it right on there, it's not. Well, that will kill the thing by doing that, dummy. Let's try that. I'm going to solder the wire to the top of this. Yeah, it was hot. I really hate to waste the socket if I can fix it. So, especially something that's original. I think that will work if I do that. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to solder the bulb just directly to the top of it. I'll set it to the tab. So let me do something first. Yeah, it's clean in there. Do. Where's my solder? Do. Band on the run. Band on the run. That's for everyone. For the band on the run. Band on the run. All right. Now, we should see some action. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. And it's working perfect now. Good. All right. That saved $1. Not that I'm cheap or nothing, but it's still original socket. You know. And it's working. It's working perfectly. I love this soldering iron. John Penderson, I believe, Air Aces on YouTube. He gave it to me. He's been telling me I need to get one of these for years, and I've been ignoring him. And finally, I asked if he had a part, and he had a part that I needed. And when I seen him at a pinball show, he gave me that part and the soldering iron. So then I'm like, well, now I have to try it out. And for all your big, like, super thick things that you're soldering, like big lugs and stuff like that, that thing is awesome. For like these sockets and stuff, it's like boom, done in a second. It's just so awesome. So with that, all my lights are hooked up. And like I said, I didn't know that these, so I watched on other videos and they seem to be lit up. They didn't look switched. But as you can see that they are. So we got 2 brand new sockets on this machine. One is because I wanted to change how it laid on the game. And 2, because the socket was, no, we had 3. That's right, we had that one that was so rusted over here. Which one is it? This one. It was so rusted that the bulb wouldn't push in. No, I'm good. I have enough sockets. It just on this game, if I can use originals and still make them work, I just preferred to. Get that out of the way. But yeah, we're done with underneath here. So yeah, it's just the top now. And it lit up so beautifully. But yeah, I didn't know those were damn switched units. I wonder how they switch. Are they on now? No, because they got to turn on and off. So they're probably turning on through here. And they're getting powered through there differently than everything else is. Yeah, I just followed one of the wires and it's going up through. Visually followed it, I think. They're going up through the main harness to that. So whatever they're being switched through this. And those would get different power. I don't know what's switching them on and off. Oh well, I'm not worried about it. Everything seems to be working correctly. Yeah. I have a pinball delivery tomorrow. Get my last finished customer game out of here. Which is Williams Blast Off. That's going to go home tomorrow. And with that, I think I'm done for tonight. I've been doing stuff all day. Plus, I've been doing, I've been doing 12-hour days. And I'm just beat. I don't remember what time I fell asleep last night. But I know I woke up kind of early. So, with that, I think we're done. But it did light up beautifully, which is awesome. And yeah, those saucers must light up. Let me do that again. I don't remember seeing these lit up. Where were those again? Here we go. There. And to there. Oh yeah, well, are they lit up? I can't tell. No. Those are some other... Oh, I wonder if those are controlled too. They're not lighting up either. I wonder if they're on a different power or what. But this 9's not flickering now. Oh well. I don't know. But let's flip off the lights one more time. There we go. Look at that baby. Trust me, the glow on this versus what you're seeing is so much different. It's looks very authentic. Everything seems to be lit up great, beautifully. No flickering either. tired. How long did we stream for? 2.5 hours. Thanks, Borg Dog. And with that, I think we're done. I got pinball parts or not I gotta do yet too. I got parts that are in bags that I need to get out. But I don't feel like doing the videos, but I knew I had to get this done. So maybe Monday I'll pop back on and we'll do the top of the playfield. But like I said, I got 2 weeks to get this up on its legs and finished. And I think it will go good. He said it worked before. And he was playing it before. So there's no reason why it should now. And the guy I bought this off of, very trustworthy. I bought several games off of him, and everyone worked the way he said they would. He said the more you play it, the more life it will come back, and that was true with one of them. Other one, he said it worked, but it needed clean switches, and it did exactly the same. He said this one worked. I never plugged it in and turned it on to find out if it did or didn't. But yeah, I've got like 3 or 4 from him, and every game I've done it behaved exactly how he said it would. So with that, I think we're gonna end it. And I'm gonna go veg out upstairs and I hope I don't fall asleep on my chair. Well, with that, I think we're gonna take off. And everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Check out Borg Dog on Twitch and YouTube. Do both on Twitch and YouTube for him. Subscribe to him on Twitch and YouTube. Or at least follow him on Twitch. But yeah, subscribing is free on YouTube, and Twitch following is free. But if you subscribe, he makes some money off of it. So do that if you can. And check out Dave's Arcade on Twitch and YouTube. Who else do I got? I think that's it. That's it right now. And check out my buddy from another mother up north. Pinball Shenanigans. And that's about it. So with that, everybody take care and later.